What's up, everybody? OMB. Hey, look, I appreciate y'all subscribing to the channel. Do subscribe if you're not subscribed. And hit that bell icon so you can be notified for future videos. Hey, look, I want to give shouts out to Jimmy Bookie. He left a message in my comment section that had me going into the archives. Look, y'all, yesterday I was getting trained. I was getting trained in this place, and it took all morning, damn near. Actually, it went all the way to the evening, yo. This place ain't no joke when I'm going to go work at, big. Golly, bro, they strict. But anyway, man, oh man. What is going on with Jermell Charlo, huh? At first, after the Tszyu fight, we heard these interviews with Jermell Charlo, and then there was one that he did with Brian Custer. And he said that, he'll be ready for Tszyu, during the summertime, maybe late summertime or mid-summertime, something like that. Then we hear now that it's getting pushed back to the fall. Now, let me tell you I'll tell y'all what my problem is later. Right now, let's talk about Tszyu. I'm going to tell y'all now, the dude is the truth. Why I say that? It's because of what's transpiring now. And what he said in this article that I read. He said, and I'm paraphrasing here, he said basically, look, I'm not sitting around waiting. I'm going to take a fight in June. You know what I'm saying? He said, I'm going to stay busy. Now, what I hope he does, and I hope can happen, is he could take on one of these people that Jermell Charlo ain't fought. Like a Sebastian Fundora. Because if he beats up Sebastian Fundora, that 6'6" beanstalk, then he beats somebody that Jermell Charlo ain't beat. You know what I'm saying? Now, there's other people out there he can fight, no doubt. But I want him to fight one of them killers. You know what I'm saying? Because, look, I was looking at his record, and I was looking at his father's record. And when you look at their careers, like from the beginning, on to the later on, they're kind of similar. Not that the level of competition is the same, but the amount of work that was put in. In actuality, Tszyu has eclipsed his father on the amount of fights that he took at this point in his career, like as far as, starting and up to now. You know what I'm saying? So my thing is, these days, it ain't typical for fighters to be, or anybody to be what their father is. I can't say that about Tszyu. I think he's probably every bit of what his father was, and probably he might be a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? Because of what he's done, And I come from an era where fighters have taken on fighters when they started their career, like somebody like Marvin Hagler. He had 11 fights in 1 year, B. That's heavy. You know what I'm saying? That's putting in work. And that's what it's all about in boxing. You have to be consistent. So when I read Tszyu comment, Tszyu was saying stuff like, hey, look, I'm not sitting around waiting, like I said, I'm paraphrasing. And, he wants to test his limits. So he wants a challenge. He don't want to fight those guys who he fought before. You know what I'm saying? He don't want to fight the Jeff Horns. He wants to fight the Fundoras. You know what I'm saying? He want to fight the hard fights. And you know what? I can do nothing but respect that, B. I might have said what I've said about him early in videos and say, look, he ain't his father. He ain't this, he ain't that. But the proof is in the pudding. You know what I'm saying? And he's putting in. You know what I'm saying? He's trying to stay active. And I believe it's the same thing that what it is with every dangerous fighter. People are running from him. You know what I'm saying? And I kind of got a feeling Jermell Charlo is putting the track shoes on. Sorry, y'all, but I understand. Look, you got to be 100%. But as Tszyu said, he got to be 120%. He said all that stuff that Jermell Charlo was saying about him fighting him with one hand, this, that, and the third. He done swallowed all of that. You know what I'm saying? He said, nah, he know that he a dangerous. He know that Tszyu is a dangerous fighter. He ain't even going out like that. You know what I'm saying? Now, here's my problem with Jermell Charlo fighting Tszyu in September sometime or in the fall. You had all that time off, and you mean to tell me that you just going to jump in there with the Tszyu, right? I don't think so, y'all. I think he going to postpone it again. Because a lot of time when people take breaks like that, they need a tune-up fight. And so I see it happening. If it happens, if it ever happens, it's going to be in 2024. You know what I'm saying? So I'm more like, this dude is postponing this. He's doing what Anthony Joshua did to Deontay Wilder. You know what I'm saying? Oh, yeah, you keep up with all these fights. You just avoid the dangerous fight. You know, I mean, look, according to Jermell Charlo, they rich. They got money. So they ain't really hungry like that no more. And then when you look at his career, he started off with a few fights. And then as he got older, the fights went few, far in between. We don't even know where his brother's at. What the hell is he doing? Who knows? Maybe he retired. We don't know. So I see Jermell Charlo and his team trying to postpone things so Tszyu could get, so Tszyu could get in a dangerous fight and they can exploit something that he has, which I don't think is going to happen, B. I think if Jermell Charlo goes out and fights Tszyu after that long of a break and Tszyu is staying active, Tszyu is going to beat your behind, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because he's been more active. And you got to get all the kinks out. And then you got to test that hand out. Because you don't know if that hand is right or whatever. You probably ain't even got confidence in it no more. That's how I feel about it. You know what I'm saying? So y'all tell me what y'all think in the comment section. O&B signing out. Peace.